Hey everyone. So I'm here to share my parent fail of the week. I call it a mom fail, but it's a parent fail. So a situation happened with my son yesterday, and oh gosh, I felt so bad about the way I handled it. And so I was feeling guilty about it, and then I felt like I just needed to share the story in case anyone else was going through a parenting thing today. So to tell you the story right, I have to start with yesterday morning. So at my son's school yesterday, it was picture day, spring picture day. So he and I had decided what he was going to wear, picked it out, everything was fine. Now, leading up to this, the kid needed a haircut, like bad. But it was Easter weekend, and we didn't plan our time right, and we just couldn't get him a haircut. So picture day rolls around, and I know this kid's hair, it's not gonna go very well, but he agreed he'd let me style it, even though he never lets me put any product in it, no gel, nothing. So we get to picture day. He gets his, starts getting ready for school in the morning. He decides he really doesn't want to wear what we had agreed on. It just wasn't what he wanted. And I decided, whatever, just pick what you want. It's fine. We already had pictures in the fall. It's not a big deal. Just wear what you want. So he picked out a, plain t-shirt, shorts. It was fine. And I was so proud of myself because I picked and chosen my battles. I picked not to get into a battle with him on this one. So proud of myself for being just easygoing mom. I let it go. We moved on. Everything was great. Then it came time to fix his hair. We agreed on the gel. I'm trying to style his hair. Keep in mind, I don't know how to style his hair very well because he never lets us style it. My husband can do it better than I can, but he was already gone at work, so it was just me. And so I'm trying to do it. His hair is too long. He doesn't want it up a certain, he doesn't want the messy look. He wants it down, whatever. So it's not going well. So we agreed, and this was such a bad decision, but we agreed that I would trim his bangs a little bit, and I was so proud of myself because I was doing it the way I used to trim my bangs when I had bangs. I was like, I got this. So I trim his bangs. We finished styling. It looks great. He goes to school. So then he goes to school. I go to work. Everyone has a great day. And in the evening, I come home from work. Him and my husband had already been home for a little bit. They're getting dinner ready. I walk in the door, and the first thing I do is look at my son and see his hair, and I'm like, oh, bud. The hair, like, now that the gel was out, the damage was visible. The damage that I created, that I caused by trimming his hair. It just looked bad. But apparently no one else noticed it. My husband didn't notice it. My mom didn't notice it when she picked him up from school. It was just me, and it was probably just me because I did the damage. I caused the problem, and I started laughing. I was like, we gotta fix this. And, thanks to COVID, with a good pair of clippers, I can cut his hair and shave it. It's fine. So, but he hadn't wanted me to do that before picture day, and I didn't want to fight him, so whatever. But now, oh my gosh, it needed to be done. I couldn't send him to school another day looking like that. And I said that. I was like, dude, you can't go to school like this tomorrow. It doesn't look good. I don't want anyone to make fun of you. That was a mistake. But I said it. And he was like, no, it's fine. I don't care. It's fine. And I'm like, I just couldn't let it go. So I dropped it for a little bit. And then, I looked at him again. I was like, I can't. Like, we have to fix this. So he got upset because now he's very self-aware. I've made a big deal about it. I'm telling him he can't go to school like this because he's going to get made fun of. So now he starts feeling self-conscious, worries that that maybe people were making fun of him during the day and he just didn't know it because now he's aware that maybe he looked silly. And of course, I caused all of this. So he's getting upset. He doesn't want me to fix it because I caused the problem to begin with. And I'm like apologizing for him ruining his hair in the morning, and he does not want to accept my apology. He's upset. Fair enough, that's fine. He needed a minute, and I was just having a hard time giving him a minute because I was dealing with my own emotions. I was feeling guilty for what I had done that morning. I was feeling bad that he had walked around school after the gel faded away looking like that, and I felt bad that now clearly I've upset my kid. I've hurt his feelings, and that wasn't right. And I was feeling bad. So, my husband talks to him, He's like the middleman and he's handling it so well. He comes to talk to me. He's trying to be really sweet with me to help me understand why Tristan's upset. And then my guilt and my own emotions just get bigger. And I'm like, I'm always the bad guy. I'm trying to apologize and he's not accepting it. And my husband's like, just let it go, give him a minute. So I let it go. Everyone kind of does their own thing for a few minutes. And then my sweet child looks at me and he goes, Mama, I'm sorry I didn't accept your apology. And of course, I'm like, dude, you don't have to apologize. It was me, it was my fault, but thank you. I appreciate that, you recognize that. So we talk about it. Everything is great. Everyone's happy. He says, can you fix my hair? I fix his hair. Everyone's good. He goes to bed. My husband and I are talking about it. And I just, now it's my turn to I have to deal with how I'm feeling. So my, again, sweet husband is trying not to say anything. He didn't want to make me feel bad because he knew when I started, earlier when I was feeling upset, he knew it was because I felt guilty. I was upset with myself and he wasn't going to make me feel worse. He already knows I'm beating myself up. So he was very kind. It's just the man that he is. He was very sweet, kind of let me get there on my own. And so at this point, I'm like, hey, sorry I was being a brat. I made it about me. I made Tristan's hair about me. I made the mistake. I was feeling bad. I needed to fix it because I needed to feel better. I didn't want him to go to school looking like that because of course I don't want him to get made fun of, but also that's a reflection of me. I made it about me. The other kids weren't going to notice, but the adults probably would, the teachers. And I didn't want to feel embarrassed that his mom sent him to school looking like that. That was me. That was my problem, not his. So I needed to kind of talk through that a little bit and get over myself and, just admit that I made it about me. And then I was feeling bad because, here I come home when they're all fine, having a good afternoon, and I come in and just make everything about his hair and just completely shift the mood. And I had a great date. There was nothing, I wasn't upset about anything. I just saw his hair and couldn't let it go. It was funny until it wasn't. And so I got through that, worked on it, and felt much better, went to bed, and it was fine. And then I woke up this morning and everything was fine. And I just realized, we all have, every parent in the world has these moments where we just don't handle things right. And you know what? I pride myself on being a good mom. I know I'm a good mom. But I also know that I'm human. And what I did yesterday, I could have handled it so many different ways. I could have addressed the situation differently. I could have gotten him to let me fix his hair without coming at him the way that I did. I could have, handled it in a way where it wasn't about me and my feelings, but I didn't. I messed up. So I'm throwing this out there, being vulnerable with you. I had a mom fail. I fixed it. That was kind of what I try to focus on now more, is that, I could have just dug in my heels and gotten upset with him for being upset with me and called him disrespectful and all that. But you know what? He wasn't rude. He was hurt and he needed a minute to get over that. And by talking to him and handling it, I can that's my takeaway, my lesson that, I made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. How do I fix it? How do I move on? Heal the relationship. Everyone needed some healing last night because, everyone's night just kind of got flipped. So if you were having a day, if something happened with your kid and you're feeling bad about it today, yesterday, last week, last month, if it's on your heart, I hope you know that you're normal, you're human, you're going to mess up. If you feel like sharing your story with me, I would love to hear it. I think it just makes us all feel good knowing that we're not the only ones that mess up. I'm going to post this on all my social media. I'm going to post it in the Facebook group, which has the ability to have an anonymous post if you don't want to post yourself and let other people see who you are. If you want to email it to me, just share your story. If it's not with me, with someone else, just let it out. You're human, you're gonna mess up. We're still good parents even though we make mistakes. So thanks for listening to my mom fail. Have a good rest of your Thursday.